Up above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Everyone can see it smiling over the sky. Paint the whole world with a rainbow.
You mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? Oh, hello. I can see you all in the mirror. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can, George. I can see both of you.
Both of me?
Yes, I can see you here, and I can see you again there, in the mirror.
Can you see two of me?
Ah! Oh, who's that, George?
Let me see. Oh, it's me, of course, Zippy.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was me.
Oh, don't be silly, Zippy.
Oh, mirrors are funny. Look, I can see my whole face, my mouth, my eyes, my... Oh, haven't I got lovely eyes?
I can see lots of things in my mirror. Oh, I can see the door opening, and I can see something hairy coming in.
Oh, do you mean Geoffrey?
No, Zippy, it's a big, hairy Bungle bear. I can see him in my mirror.
Well, how can you see me, George? You're not looking at me.
I can see you, Bungle, by looking in the mirror. You look.
Oh. Well, I can't see anything.
Well, that's because you're standing too close to the mirror.
Oh. Oh, yes. I can see Geoffrey coming in through the door.
And I can see you, Bungle, looking at me.
Can you, Geoffrey?
Geoffrey, do you often look into a mirror?
Oh, yes, Zippy. Oh, yes, I know. I look into the mirror when I want to have a shave. And I look in the mirror when I want to comb my hair.
Why?
Well, so that I can see what I'm doing, of course.
Oh, I know. Let's all look into the mirror together.
Right.
Geoffrey, what do you do if you don't have a mirror?
Oh, there are all sorts of things, George, you can see yourself in. Have a look at some of them now.
He liked looking at himself too much.
Yes, and look what happened to him.
There we are, finished.
Oh, Geoffrey, whatever's that?
Scribble, Bungle, it's just scribble.
Oh, it isn't scribble, Zippy. I've written your name. Look, Zippy.
Don't be silly, Geoffrey. You don't write Zippy's name like that. Do you?
Well, you have a look in that mirror over there, and I'll hold this piece of paper up with Zippy's name on in front of the mirror. Now then, what can you see?
It says,
It says Zippy.
Oh, that's magic.
Yeah, I told you so, yeah.
That's right, Zippy. Z-I-P-P-Y.
Oh, Geoffrey, you are clever.
I'm pretending to drive a car.
Why are we holding these mirrors for you, Bungle?
So that I can see what's behind me, George. Well, cars have mirrors on the sides, don't they?
Yes, but why do you need to look behind?
Well, I've just told you, Zippy, in case there's anything behind me. Or when I want to park the car, like now. I can look in the mirror in front of me, and the ones on the side, and... There we are. I've parked the car.
Look, everybody, I found a story in a storybook all about a mirror. Would you like me to read it to you?
Oh, yes, please, Geoffrey.
All right, well, the story's called The Very Old, Large Mirror. The big house at the end of the village had at last been sold. The furniture had all gone, the carpets rolled up, the curtains taken down, the rooms were empty. The only thing still left in the house was a large old mirror. It hung above a table in the hall, facing the double doors that opened out to the world outside. "I've been hanging here for over 200 years, the mirror said to himself. "I wonder what's going to happen to me now." Well, suddenly, the front doors opened. The sunlight streamed in, and in walked two pretty girls. They stopped in front of the mirror and looked at themselves. Then one of the girls said, "What a lovely old mirror. I bet that could tell a few stories." Well, the mirror chuckled to himself. "Ho, ho, 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 if only they knew. I've seen so many people come and go. If I think back, I can think of so many stories to tell. When I first came here, I can remember a man with white hair and a red coat would open the door, and outside would be a coach pulled by two horses. The visitors would come in, look at themselves, put down their hats on the table below me. And then, many years later, young girls would run through the hall, giggling. They wore enormous skirts, which always made me giggle. Oh, yes, and I nearly forgot. One day, a little old lady came to visit. She was dressed all in black, and she was very important. They put flags out for her, and flowers in all the rooms. I heard someone say it was Queen Victoria. She admired me as she straightened her hat. "What a useful mirror," she said. Suddenly, he remembered the two pretty girls gazing at him, and he heard one say, "It'll have to come down. It's no use there." And the mirror did come down, leaving a mark on the wall. Now what's to become of me, he wondered. Well, I know what became of the mirror. He was put into another room, where the two pretty girls gave ballet lessons to all the children from the village. "Oh, how happy I am," said the mirror. I've got a new room all to myself. It's nice and warm, and I can hear the music and watch all the children dancing for me.
Oh,
You like that?
thank you, Geoffrey.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Geoffrey. Geoffrey, I've seen Jane looking in a mirror sometimes. She combs her hair. She puts on her eyeshadow. And then she puts her lipstick on like this. Oh, yes. Oh, mirrors are fun.
Mirror, mirror, what do you see? I'm looking at you and you're looking at me. Mirror, mirror, look at my face. That's me in a different place. Mirror, mirror, what do you see? I'm looking at you and you're looking at me. Mirror, mirror, look at my face. That's me in a different place. We seem to be everywhere.
We're over here and we're over there.
We know that whatever we do, the face in the mirror will do it too. Mirror, mirror, what do you see? I'm looking at you and you're looking at me. Mirror, mirror, look at my face. That's me in a different place. Mirror, mirror, what do you see? I'm looking at you and you're looking at me. Mirror, mirror, look at my face. That's me in a different place. We seem to be everywhere.
We're over here and we're over there.
We know that whatever we do, the face in the mirror will do it too.
Oh, what a funny place.
Yeah, look at all
Look at that. What do I look like in this one?
Oh, Bungle.
My head.
Come on, Zippy, let's see what you look like.
Oh, I look very beautiful. Oh,
Oh, Zippy, what a
Your head.
You've got a bump on your head, Zippy.
Hey, Geoffrey, you have a look in this one.
All right, what do I look like?
Oh, look at your long legs.
What a
What,
giant.
what big feet you've
All right.
got, Geoffrey.
Oh,
Oh, Bungle, big longy legs. Oh, this is funny. Look at me. Oh, big eyes I've got.
oh yes.
Yeah, isn't that
one
there,
there,
Geoffrey?
Yes, isn't it?
Yes.
Look, I'm using your mirror to make it look like a pond. And if I put these little twigs by the side of the pond, they'll look like trees, won't they?
Yes, and if you look in the pond, you can see the trees.
That's just like water, Geoffrey. Sometimes when you look in water, it's like a mirror and you can see everything in it.
Well, I can see that it's time to say goodbye to you now. But why don't you look into a mirror and see what you can see? Well, we'll see you again very soon, I hope. Take care, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.